Welcome to the Board Game Snobs podcast. Critically harsh reviews with a touch of class.
Welcome back to part 2 of our top 10 list. Not our top 10 list of 2017, but our top 10 list of top 10 games of all time.
Is this going to be a bi-monthly podcast or bi-weekly?
It's bi-weekly. We just got behind.
Every 2 weeks.
We just got behind.
Every 2 weeks.
We got behind.
Okay, so after our first top 5, you can expect this 2 weeks later.
Maybe the next week. Who knows? Depends on what
you don't post them. I do. That's what I need to know.
It depends on what our fans want.
When we first started, we were trying to do it weekly. That's not working out. Let's make it bi-weekly.
Yes.
Okay. That's Jerry Baker.
Follow us on boardgamesnobs.com or Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, MySpace, and YouTube. Why are you laughing? You said I don't plug the show enough. I'm plugging the show.
That's Jerry. I'm Gobby.
We need this on Yelp. Give us a Yelp review. Travelocity. Why are you laughing so hard?
Because you're so stupid.
This is called marketing.
Okay. Very good. I'm glad you're doing it.
Let's be professional now.
We are Board Game Snobs, where we talk about and review board games. Check out our website at boardgamesnobs.com.
Why are you repeating everything I just said?
Where Jerry
writes
a review maybe once every 3 months.
Maybe.
Is Pie Town gone?
Yeah, well, you didn't even know.
Is it published? Is it saved?
Syntax.
Are we ever going to do it?
I'm working on the Pie Town review.
You've had it ready.
It's horrible.
Oh my god!
The game and
it's
the
Pie
review.
Town. There's not much needs to be said.
Why are you getting so violent? That's not what this is about.
You're making me angry.
You're making me angry. What this is about is our latter half of our top 10 list, which we left off on your number 5.
My number 5. Okay.
Can we get on topic?
As a recap, my 10 through 6
Nobody
was...
cares. Go ahead, though.
Oh, my God.
Posterity.
Okay. My number 10 was Barony, Anachrony, Gold West, Mombasa Royals.
Your number 5, sir.
My number 5. Trying to build up dramatic tension.
Drum roll.
Are you ready?
Ready.
My number 5 will probably be the only shocker on this list. I've only played it once.
Oh.
I admit that.
Oh.
But when I played it once, it blew my mind.
Oh.
And actually, no, it didn't blow my mind.
Operation.
No. Sorry. I played it once. The more I thought about it.
Why are you laughing?
Because you're making stupid faces.
I just hate the fact that you played it once.
Oh, don't. Whatever.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's return and visit this here in a minute.
Okay.
I played it once.
Okay.
I've heard about it for years.
Okay.
I didn't win. And I was out of the game. But the more I thought about it, the more I liked it.
I cry foul.
The more I thought about it, the more I liked it.
I cry foul.
Twilight Imperium 4th edition.
I cannot believe the man who laid on the couch after being taken out of a game because you played so horribly.
I was aggressive.
You were aggressive.
I was aggressive. I made it to the middle first.
That doesn't mean anything.
Points.
Oh, yeah, you got 1 point out of there out of the middle.
I was out of the game for 3 hours, still came in second.
All right, so let me. We played our first Twilight Imperium 4 game, our first Twilight Imperium game.
Why do you close your eyes when you talk?
Because I don't want to look you in the eye.
You get so serious.
The fact is...
Can you not concentrate if you look at me?
Is that Gobby...
Look at me.
...horrible at this game.
Just because I was the only person kicked out all completely?
Yes. And then he laid on the couch to gripe for the other 4 hours that we played the game. Played like a 7-hour game with you griping. Oh, I can't believe I got beat. Oh, I hate this game. And then you griped about hating the game. And then I tried to talk you into replaying it with 3 players and you wouldn't do it. I did not put Twilight Imperium...
Because TI4 cannot be a 3-player game. I just don't believe it can. Because you're going to have one person that sways the game.
No.
Yes.
I love... when you play it with 3 players.
Well, we can. I'll do it.
You played it one time. You was on your list at number 5. This is why you're not a credible reviewer.
Wait a minute. What's your number one?
You don't know how many times I played this game. I'm sorry. I played it with others.
Whatever.
Don't give away my number one, please. That would be unprofessional.
I don't like that you're questioning my gameplay. I don't need to play a game I can play a game of crap and know it's crap 10 times. It doesn't matter.
Well, whatever.
If you play a game one time, it blows your mind. Lorenzo e Magnifico. How many times you played it?
Once.
Do you love it?
Yeah.
How do you know?
It's not on my list, though.
How do you know?
It's not number 5.
Is Game of Thrones on your list?
Maybe.
Okay, well then.
I played that
I rest my
once
case.
with you.
I rest my case.
Played that once with you.
I rest my case. Have we mentioned it yet? No. So it must be higher.
Yeah. It's higher.
I rest my case.
It is.
Okay.
Your case is wrong because I have played it once.
You can play a game one time and know if you like it or don't.
We will discuss this on another podcast.
Fight podcast.
Can you play a game one time and review it?
What? So, wait a minute. Are you saying my review here at number 5 is invalid, but your one gameplay of Game of Thrones is valid?
I didn't say I played it once. I played it once with you.
When else have you played it?
I'm not telling you because you'll be mad.
You are lying.
How dare you?
You are
sir.
lying.
If we did have 4 more to go, I'd go outside. We take this outside.
Go. I'm done. This number 5 because as I think about it, and even though, yes, I was out of the game, I've played it one time. I loved it.
It was good.
I liked that it was a long game. It's very drawn out, but it tells a story.
It does tell a story.
And we're there for a long time. I had a good time with my friends, so sue me.
My number 4 is a game that may or may not be on your list. It was our top game of 2017. Godfather. I probably played Godfather more than any game last year. Loved Godfather. A worker placement area influence control game. Loved the scoring of it. It is, to me, there's a lot going on and it's hard to really plan out what you're going to do because it changes. You basically have to play each turn as its own. I will say this.
Say it.
Better than Blood Rage.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, okay.
Did you think I wouldn't agree?
I don't know.
We played Blood.
You're being facetious.
You don't even know what facetious means.
But you are. That's my number 4.
Why do you like Godfather? What is it? Who made it?
It's Eric Lang.
You're just saying
Simon.
names and putting numbers to them and moving along.
It's Eric Lang, like nobody cares. And it was made by Simon and nobody cares. And the theme was pasted on. It didn't need a Godfather theme. It could have been any generic Mafia theme. The card art is not
Godfather, by the way, just watched it.
All right.
It's good.
And like nobody cares.
It's good. No, I do care because that means I get to go first next time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Watch it on
According to the
Netflix
rules.
just to burn you. Just to burn you.
It's a good movie.
I like the fact that it is
The movie holds up.
I like the worker placement, but yet it's not just like other worker placements where you're just getting in people's way, that you can actually attack people.
Yeah.
Every move. And if you make one bad move, it messes you up.
The last game we played, I had 0 money in my tin. I had stuffed away 0 money. Came in second.
Yep. Because you come in.
I fulfilled a lot of jobs.
Yep.
I did a lot of dirty jobs. Don't like to talk about it.
Your original
Killed a lot of men.
Mike Rowe. All right. You're number 4, sir. You're number 4.
My number 4.
Number 4.
Terry's having a hard time talking today.
Tired.
He's hungry and tired.
Irritated.
He's like a baby. Our Audacity is really acting weird. It's like lagging or something. But it's recording okay. I might have too many things open.
Like your mouth.
That's good. I'll leave that in. Let me close all this crap up. Oh, that's working. I've closed. Too many windows were open. Oh, it immediately went smooth. I closed all those windows. Yeah. All right. Well, I was like looking up games on BGG and trying to do designers and stuff.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about that.
Okay. Well, fine. I was trying to add some depth to the podcast. I'm sorry.
That's not depth. That's filler. It's not depth.
People want to know some things.
No, they don't. They got BGG. They can look it up.
Godfather. Can you buy it? Is it out of print?
It's not out of print. It come out last year.
You don't know.
I know that for a fact.
You said that about Gold West, and you can't find it on Cool Stuff or Miniature Market.
Amazon.com.
Look up Gold West on Amazon.com right now.
Gold West.
You can probably buy it for $100.
You're exactly right. $99.95. It's Amazon Prime, and there's one left. Wow. Okay, so maybe we should hawk this game.
So Gold West is out of print. Man. Godfather out of stock at Cool Stuff.
Wow.
So, I mean, I'm sure it'll be reprinted.
Maybe. You get Great Western Trail for $63. You can also get Orleans for $116.
Is it out of print too?
It couldn't be. All right.
Godfather's on sale at Miniature Market, out of print on... That's weird. You know what's weird is there's The Godfather, A New Dawn. Not D-A-W-N, D-O-N.
Well, yeah, he's the New Dawn.
The Godfather, A New Dawn, $18 clearance. With almost the same picture on the front, except it's a dice game. But there's also The Godfather, Corleone's Empire, which is what we're talking about. Corleone's Empire. So we should specify, because there's several The Godfathers out there.
But none made by Eric Lang. And
there's another Godfather, an offer you can't refuse on clearance for $8. But we're talking about Corleone's Empire.
By Eric Lang.
By Eric Lang, Simon.
Tate the Cannoli.
Etc. Take the cannoli, leave the gun.
That's the expansion.
$54.
Has a cannoli, a miniature.
Okay. My number four. I beat you at this game in 3 moves.
I don't recall.
Letters from Whitechapel.
Oh, yeah. Can't believe I didn't put that crappy game on my list. In case you don't know about Letters from Whitechapel, it's a hide and seek game for adults, for grown men.
And it's awesome.
It's not that great.
It's awesome. It's a hidden movement game. Jack writes his numbers down on a piece of paper. The police are chasing him. They can guess on the numbers around them. They can either clue, and he will simply tell them if he passed through there, and they can clue on the multiple numbers around them until they hit a number he's actually been through. Or they can arrest. You only get one chance to arrest per number, per policeman.
Word of warning, though. If you person playing Jack is not into the game and they just make stupid moves.
So here we go. So see, this is yet another example of Jerry losing at a game. So therefore making an excuse as to why he lost.
Did you enjoy the game?
I love the game.
I didn't lose. I brought enjoyment too hard. That's always a win for me. I was Jack, and I just wasn't that into it. And I made some suboptimal moves, and I just don't like the game.
You're just not good at being creative with your moves.
I'm just not good at being creative with being
there you go. Exactly.
a little person that moves around the board.
You said that. Hidden movement. There's a lot of games like it you suck at.
I love Spectre Ops.
No, you did not, you liar.
I like the fact that we chased Enrique down.
Letters from Whitechapel. Every time I play it, I love it. It's exciting. People I introduce to it love it. It's exciting. And word to the wise, if you put on the Sherlock Holmes music from the Robert Downey movies and have that playing in the background as you play the game, it very much adds to it. It's very exciting.
This should tell you all you need to know. Is that Gobby likes the Robert Downey Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes.
No, I do not.
I like the BBC.
I didn't. What you're saying is completely false. You have no basis for that. I like the music from those movies that add to the game. There is no music hardly to the BBC series.
How dare you?
Find it on Apple iTunes Music.
How dare? All right, all of our listeners are going to pelt you with hate mail. Because I love the BBC.
Okay, I'm talking about the music. Let me say.
Music.
Sherlock.
I'm not even going to argue with you. You don't even know.
No, you don't know.
I love Sherlock.
Sherlock.
BBC.
You know what comes up?
What?
Robert Downey Jr. movies. That's all they have on here.
You have to dig deep.
That's the only thing there is.
I have the soundtrack. Now, here's the ringtone is the Sherlock Holmes BBC.
That has recently been Okay, that's new. That is new. That has not been on here.
That has been my ringtone for like 3 years.
Okay, but I will say, in playing the game, the music that's good for the game is the Robert Downey Jr. movies.
Question: have you played it with the BBC music? Then you don't know.
Because it doesn't have enough variety.
Ah, I see.
Yes, the BBC is far superior. Benedict Cumberbatch is far superior to Robert Downey Jr.
I love you, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Go.
What? My number 3?
Whatever. I don't care.
My number 3 was mentioned earlier.
By me?
Yeah.
Barney.
Barney. I love Barney. Barney should be in everybody's home. It should be sold in Walmart and all the stores.
It should be, but it's not. In fact, I didn't even hear about it till BGG, and it was by then. It was, how old is it?
It's been out for like 3 or 4 years. I think it was 2014, I believe. Either way, Marc-Andre, you did good, son. You did good. I've said all I can say about Barney. It's a wonderful game. It's a simple game.
It is.
But yet, it really makes you think.
We like simple, yet
Don't say elegant.
deep.
You contradicted yourself. How can it be
Simple
simple
doesn't
yet?
mean deep. Simple mechanics, deep on strategy.
Ooh. What's your number 3?
My number 3, we've played several times,
More than once.
and I've beat you at.
You have. I like
Yes.
how you preference every game.
I beat you at.
Yeah, any game.
That's because if you win, you've got an excuse why you lost.
The fact is that statistically,
wait, I said that wrong.
I win 50% of our games.
you got a reason why you lost.
I win 50% of the time.
This game, I just beat you because I'm Han Solo.
Destiny?
Really?
Star Wars Destiny? Oh, X-Wing miniatures?
Yes.
You like the X-Wing miniatures that
I
much.
love playing that game. But it's a beast for you to bring, so we don't play it that often.
I didn't realize you liked it that much.
I didn't either until we used the app that like compares games. I'm like, yeah, I'd rather play that. Yeah, I'd rather play that. Yeah, I'd rather play that.
I can't. I'm shocked.
I love X-Wing miniatures. It's flying around, shooting. It's a dogfight, and
We don't promote dogfighting.
it's aerial dogfights.
Yeah, thank you, Michael Vick.
Okay. I love this game. And I didn't, like I said, we used that, was it Pub Meeple?
Mm-hmm.
Pub Meeple. And it's like, okay, you like this game or this game? Would you rather play this game or this game? X-Wing. Yeah, X-Wing. Yeah, X-Wing. It's exciting. The dice rolls, the hits. You can negate stuff with some actions on your own part. So it's not all completely luck. But some of it is. But like any game, it has that. I love X-Wing. It's exciting. It's fun. It's got beautiful miniatures. It's well produced.
It wasn't even on my list for you.
I knew it wouldn't be.
I've got Star Wars Armada right behind me that we've not yet played. We got to play that.
No, I know.
Okay. I love X-Wing miniatures too, but it's not on my list.
What?
It's like number 20. And I think it's because we just don't play it enough. But yes.
We don't, but because it is. It's like you got a whole thing to bring and set up.
It's good though. It's good. It's expensive. My number 2.
Wait, your number 2 game.
Number 2.
Have we played it recently?
No.
Oh gosh,
I played it once with you, several times without you, and once numerous times on an app. And it's in space.
Eclipse.
Love it.
Galaxy Trucker.
Love Eclipse. Love Eclipse. I'm excited. I'm almost tempted to sell my old version so I can get the new version when it comes out. It's being reprinted this year. But I love Eclipse. I love everything about Eclipse. I love the fact that it's quicker than TI4. Matter of fact, I've gone back and forth between the two, thinking about them. I think that you can justify owning both of them. I think that TI4 is a different experience.
Yeah.
Eclipse is just so Euro.
We played it that once and I don't remember it.
That's because I beat you at it. Me and Bubba rolled through the Galaxy Truckers.
I don't remember it. I remember your little boards where we like upgrade our ships. See, that's part of it. If I don't remember a game, it must not have been that great to me.
Well, maybe you'll think about it. And you played it once. So good. For all I know, it could be your number 1. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is As It Should Be. One of the greatest games ever made. Scythe.
Oh, man.
Scythe it's one of the first games I played that just blew my mind.
I do remember you being super excited. I didn't help that I talked about it for since the moment I kickstarted it. I did nothing but tout Scythe.
And the Kickstarter stuff probably helps.
That we got all the stuff.
And it's just it's a beautiful game, but I love the board, the personal board, and even the asymmetry of it. I don't care about that stuff because we actually prefer everybody to be even. But inside that works for me.
Yep.
I choose Olga, and together we go out and harvest vegetables and fight if we have to.
Harvest vegetables. That's what you call the grain. You think that's vegetables?
Whatever, soup, food,
whatever that is. The generic food.
Coal, wood. But I love the board where you choose 2 actions on your board. I haven't seen that in another game.
It's a very well done game. It's very well designed.
And I love the board itself.
They're making a computer game about it.
Well, I'll probably buy it.
Scythe would be way up higher on my list if the combat had been fixed.
But it doesn't need combat.
I love combat, though.
I know you do.
All about that combat.
But to me, it works as a Euro.
It's a very nice game. It's in my top 20.
I mean, it's smooth as silk.
I've spent many hours painting these miniatures
for you. Go out getting those stars. We got the expansion with the airships,
which we have not
Jerry's
played
painting.
Yet, and I'm painting them too.
So you're painting the airships, but you haven't painted the people.
I'm painting the people as well.
Oh, you are?
I've got everything.
Okay.
I'm about almost 40% done.
Well, we'll see what happens.
My number 1, Gabi, go ahead and tell the people.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. The fact that you can...
Be honest. Have you played it more than once?
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, there you go. He has not.
Because there's a 4-player expansion to it.
Trashed me for TI4.
That you can get together with 4 people.
And you haven't done it.
And you can play it. And it's not as good as the...
Have you played it more than once?
Yes, I don't like...
With who?
I'm not telling you.
Who?
I'm not telling you.
Who was it?
Cheated on you.
Who was it?
I don't like the 4-player as much as I do the 6-player. A Game of Thrones is one of the best. If you recall Diplomacy, the old game of area control through negotiation and writing up orders, they took that, they applied it to Game of Thrones. You do not have to be a fan of the show. I've never watched one Game of Thrones episode. I don't know who these people are. I love the orders to it. I love the negotiation. I wish it was a shorter game. I wish it played better at a lower player count. But the game is best 6 people all day negotiating and fighting. I love it. I would rather play it than TI4. I would rather play it than Eclipse. I can think of no game. If I was given...
I need to play them both recently.
If you give me all the time in the world and all the player count in the world, I would play Game of Thrones every single day. I am that obsessed with it. I love it.
Then why haven't we played it?
Because we can't get 6 people, and you hate to negotiate, and then you gripe.
No, I don't.
If a game
yes,
goes...
I do hate negotiate. I don't remember... TI4 has that in it, but it really only comes to the, trying to get somebody else to attack somebody. But that's in every game.
I actually didn't find that TI4 was the whole... The negotiating was not the crux of the game.
No, it wasn't. I agree. It's building up the biggest fleet.
And I won.
And wiping everybody out and getting those points.
And I won.
But Game of Thrones, I don't remember it being that big of a deal either. I mean, you can get people on your side, but ultimately it's going to be, do you have the army...
But you have to negotiate.
Game of Thrones, okay, at the same time, it's another one of those games where you were wheeling and dealing. DJ out of nowhere comes and wins.
I lost because I wheeled and dealed, got everybody on my side, and I went for that last castle. I didn't achieve it. I stretched myself too thin. I got beat down, and the person whom I portrayed the most, DJ, come back and struck me down, which was probably one of the crowning moments in our board game history is seeing DJ go through and just wipe everybody out. I mean, even though he did it to me.
DJ was stuck up north the whole game.
Love that. The fact that I betrayed him so bad and I about ruined him, and then at the very last he comes back and wins the game. That was an excellent move.
I want to play it again.
Well, we'll play it again. Your number one.
My number one.
I know what it is.
You know what it is.
Yep. Go ahead.
Viticulture. Viticulture to me, as they say, is an evergreen.
It is.
I can play it whenever. I can play it with whoever. It's not complicated.
Yeah,
it has those. I mean, it's
semi-complicated.
You place your worker and it tells you what to do. The little visitor cards, you have to read those. People complain about the visitors being unbalanced. But I mean, you draw enough of them, everybody's on the same boat. You can get victory points for this, victory points for that, whatever. Or you can just concentrate on filling your orders. But I love Viticulture because it literally plays the same and as tight and as suspenseful as 1 through 6. However many people you want to use. Even though I haven't played with 6 players. That seems kind of excessive to me. But Viticulture, I love it. By Stonemeyer Games.
Excellent.
Jamie.
Good job, Jamie. So your top 2 are both Stagmeyers.
My top 2 are Stonemeyer Games.
Yeah. You got Charterstone sitting on a shelf that I've not been impressed with the 2 games we played.
Well, we played 1.
Oh, 1. Whatever.
And that's like, everybody knows that's like the super ultra basic one.
Yeah. Anyway.
But still yet, from what I hear, it doesn't get much like super hard. It's a entry level worker placement. Half the people enjoy it. Half the people hate it.
I hear Scythe is getting a legacy expansion.
Yeah.
Either way, some of the games that did not make my list that were very close. Mombasa, I even considered putting Mombasa, and even X-Wing was in the running. There are several games that we've only played a few times. I don't know quite how I feel about. Empire's Age of Discovery, I really enjoyed that.
Oh, yeah.
Love Lorenzo. Gold West was just like my number 11. Imperial 2030, that was close.
Yeah.
Stockpile. I love Stockpile. Stockpile, Lords of Vegas.
Modern R&B Stockpile for me.
Another one that I got pretty high on my list was the only co-op that I have on here is Robinson Crusoe.
Ugh.
I love Robinson Crusoe as a solo game. The King is Dead. 51st. Yes.
King is Dead. I played that again. It's not high up on my list, but it's another one of those 3-player. Mm-hmm. It's hard to beat. 51st
States and the Bloody Inn were all ones that were in contenders.
Bloody Inn.
There are several games that I put down for you that you did not mention, and I want to know why.
Interesting.
Imperial Settlers. You play that all the time. Wasn't on your list. Raiders of the North Sea, which you've been crowing about, which I don't particularly like.
Imperial Settlers was my number 23.
What about...
I do enjoy it, but I enjoy it solo primarily, which is primarily the way I've played it. But if it was to be, okay, if you were to say, let's play Imperial Settlers or Barony, I'm going to choose Barony.
Raiders of the North Sea.
Raiders of the North Sea.
You won't shut up about it.
It wouldn't have been in my top 10.
Really?
No.
All right, here's 2.
I like it, but I don't.
Here's 2 of them that I would have guaranteed would be in your top 10. I have no clue why they were not. I'll give you Anachrony and Gold West and all that. I've kind of missed on the Letters of Whitechapel. I completely forget about that game because it's very forgettable.
False.
Castles of Burgundy.
Okay.
You play that card game constantly.
That was my number 17.
Constantly.
I enjoy it very much.
And this one I don't get. Orleans.
Orleans was my number 20.
All the time. Every time we get together. Let's play Orleans.
I've even got those expansions we hadn't even used yet.
Oh, man. Okay. That's it. That's
I
good
had
for me.
My next 15. My next 5, I mean. I had Godfather.
Yeah.
That was my 11.
That was on there for mine as well. Thought you'd have it.
And as much crap as I give you, Eclipse was my number 12. Okay.
That you don't even remember?
This is one that you crowed about. And you still crow about it.
What?
Concordia.
Love Concordia. It was my number. It was down there, it was like 19. Because it's a solid Euro, but it's a simple Euro.
Okay.
And I'm working on my trifecta of Euros right now.
14. If I'm going to play a negotiation game, it's going to be this one.
Modern Art.
Lords of Vegas.
Lords of Vegas. Okay. That's bidding. I'm sorry.
I love Lords of Vegas.
Lords of Vegas is good. It almost made my list. Matter of fact, it was number 15. I think.
The whole betting
14.
thing, I just love that part.
Love it.
It's silly, stupid fun. And number 15 is recent, but we've played it very, very much, and it's a 2-player game, and it's stupid, but I like it. Destiny.
All right.
Star Wars Destiny.
I can't. I just bought the Boba Fett expansion, so I can't give you heck for that. Destiny did not make my list, but I could see because it's collectible, and I just have a thing about collectibles.
It's addictive.
Anyways, that's good enough for me. I'm done.
Okay. Well, that's our top board game snobs, Jerry and Gobby's 10 through 1.
Next week we got to talk about Clank in Space and Civilization. And
we talked about Civilization.
And Majesty for the Realm and First Class. And we got the Gallerist. I got to learn the Gallerist. I'm going to learn the Gallerist.
First Class we bought on John Gets Games. Advisory. How do you say that?
Advisory.
He liked it. So I was like, okay, he likes it. Sam Healy liked it off Dice Tower.
I don't like Sam Healy.
Huh? We like John Gets Games.
I love John. Love you, John.
So we have lots of games coming for review. Hopefully we'll keep this bi-weekly.
Maybe.
Every 2 weeks.
Depends
on what happens.
But we love you all the same, all you people in Singapore.
We love you. And I guess that does it for today.
This is Jerry.
This is Gabby.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Board Game Snobs. Stay classy.